Part 1. The River of Death. Summer had turned into autumn. The leaves were falling, and the wind was getting cold again. The pilgrimage team, Tang Sanzang, Sun Wukong, Zhu Bajie, and the White Dragon Horse came to a halt.
They couldn't walk anymore. The road simply ended. In front of them was a river, but it wasn't a normal river. It was an ocean of rushing water, wide and terrifying. The waves rolled like mountains.
The noise was deafening. Sanzang shivered. "Disciple, how are we going to cross this? I can't see the other side." Wukong jumped into the air. He shaded his eyes with his hand. "Master, it is very wide." "It looks about 800 miles across." 800 miles, Pigsy Bajie snorted. "You're exaggerating, monkey. But look at the water. It's strange." They walked to the edge. There was a stone tablet standing by the bank. It read, "The River of Flowing Sand." Below that was a poem. 800 miles wide, 3,000 miles long. Goose feathers cannot float, and reed flowers sink to the bottom. "That's bad," Pigsy muttered. "Usually, feathers float. If feathers sink here, that means a boat will sink like a stone. We can't sail across." "I can carry you," Wukong offered. "I can carry the master on my back and jump across." "No," Sanzang said quickly. "I am a mortal. The magic gravity of this river will pull me down, and Pigsy is too heavy. We need a bridge or a magical ship."
Part 2. The Red-Haired Demon. While they were arguing, a storm erupted in the water. Splash! A monster leaped out of the waves. He was terrifying.
He had a blue-black face, huge bulging eyes, and a mouthful of sharp fangs. But the weirdest part was his hair. It was flaming red and messy. Around his neck, he wore a necklace made of 9 human skulls.
He roared like thunder and charged straight at Sanzang, swinging a monk's staff made of wood. "Protect the master!" Wukong shouted. He grabbed Sanzang and jumped backward to safety. Pigsy was eager to prove himself. He dropped the luggage. "Hey, you ugly redhead, don't touch my master!" Pigsy raised his 9-tooth rake and smashed it down. The monster blocked it with his staff. Clang! "You have some skill," the monster growled. "Who are you?" "I am Zhu Bajie, the Marshal of the Heavenly River," Pigsy shouted, "and I am going to turn you into sushi." They fought on the riverbank. It was a messy, brutal fight. The monster was strong, but Pigsy was angry. After 20 rounds, the monster realized he couldn't beat Pigsy on land. "Follow me if you dare!" The monster turned and dove back into the river. Part 3, Pigsy Underwater. Pigsy stopped at the water's edge, panting. "Good job, brother," Wukong cheered. "You beat him back." "Now go into the water and drag him out so I can hit him." "Wait," Pigsy frowned. "Why don't you go in?" "I told you," Wukong said, picking his teeth. "I'm not good with water."
"I have to use magic to hold my breath, so I can't fight well. But you used to be the Admiral of the Navy. Water is your home." "True," Pigsy puffed out his chest. "I am excellent at swimming. Hold my coat."
Pigsy took off his outer robe. He dove into the murky water like a cannonball. Deep underwater, he found the monster sitting in front of a cave. "Hey!" Pigsy shouted underwater. "Where are you hiding?" "Come out and fight!" The monster swam out. "You fat pig! You think you can beat me in my own river?" They clashed again. Underwater, the monster was much faster. He swam circles around Pigsy. But Pigsy was tough. He used his rake to create whirlpools. They fought for 2 hours. Eventually, Pigsy got tired. He swam back to the surface, gasping for air. "Brother, pull me up! I can't catch him!"
Wukong reached out his staff and pulled Pigsy onto the bank. Pigsy was soaking wet and exhausted. He is too slippery. He knows the currents too well.
Part 4. The Failed Ambush. We need a plan, Wukong said. Pigsy, you go back down. Pretend to fight, then retreat. Lure him out of the water. I will turn into an eagle and wait in the clouds.
As soon as his head pops up, bam, I'll smash him. Sounds good, Pigsy agreed, but don't miss. Pigsy rested for a bit, then dove back in. Hey, Red Hair, I'm back. The monster was annoyed.
Do you never give up? They fought for a few minutes. Then Pigsy pretended to be tired. He turned and swam toward the surface. The monster chased him, eager for the kill. Just as the monster's head broke the surface, Wukong, disguised as a hawk, dove down. But the monster was smart. He saw the shadow of the bird. He heard the wind whistling. It's a trap.
The monster dipped his head back underwater just as Wukong's staff smashed into the waves. Splash! A huge geyser of water shot up, but the monster was gone. Drat! Wukong cursed, landing on the bank. He's fast.
From deep underwater, the monster laughed. I know who you are now. You are Sun Wukong. I'm not coming out. You can sit there until you starve. He slammed his cave door shut and ignored them completely. Part 5. The Skull Necklace. 3 days passed. The team was stuck. The monster wouldn't come out. The river was uncrossable. We are wasting time, Sanzang sighed, looking at the endless water.
I have to go get help, Wukong admitted. This monster knows us, but maybe he will listen to the Bodhisattva. Go quickly, Sanzong said. Wukong somersaulted to the South Sea. He found Guanyin weaving a basket.
Bodhisattva, Wukong bowed. We are stuck at the river of flowing sand. There is a monster who eats humans and wears skulls. He knows my name and won't come out. Guanyin laughed.
That monster is Sha Wu Jing, Sandy. He used to be the curtain-lifting general in heaven. Another fallen god? Wukong asked. What did he do? Burn a palace? Flirt with a moon goddess? He broke a glass, Guanyin said. A glass? A crystal cup, Guanyin corrected. At the peach banquet, he accidentally dropped a precious crystal cup belonging to the Queen Mother. The Jade Emperor sentenced him to 800 lashes, exiled him to Earth, and every 7 days, flying swords come down from heaven to stab him in the chest. Ouch, Wukong winced. Heaven is strict.
He suffers greatly, Guanyin said. Because he is hungry and in pain, he eats travelers. But I told him years ago that he must wait for the scripture seeker. The 9 skulls he wears.
Those are the skulls of 9 holy monks he ate in the past. They are the only things that float in that river. Why didn't he tell us? Wukong asked.
Because Pigsy attacked him before he could speak, Guanyin noted. Take this gourd. She handed a red gourd to her disciple, Moksha. Moksha, go with Wukong. Call Sha Wu Jing out. Show him the gourd.
He will surrender.
Part 6. The Redemption. Wukong and Moksha flew back to the river. Sha Wu Jing, Moksha called out in a clear voice. The Bodhisattva demands your presence. The river parted.
The monster surfaced slowly. He looked tired. When he saw Moksha, he dropped his staff and bowed. Prince Moksha, the monster rasped. Where is the Bodhisattva?
I have been waiting for the scripture seeker, but he never came. Only a pig and a monkey came to bully me. You fool, Moksha pointed at the bank. That monk sitting there is the scripture seeker.
The pig and the monkey are his disciples. Sha Wu Jing's eyes went wide. He scrambled onto the bank and knelt before Sanzang. Tears ran down his blue face. Master, I am blind.
I did not recognize you with your mortal body. Please forgive me. Sanzang was kind-hearted. Rise, General. If you are willing to reform, you are welcome. Wukong grinned. All right, junior brother.
You can stop crying now. I'm the big brother. The pig is the second brother. You are the third brother. We will call you Sandy. Wait, Pigsy interrupted.
That's nice and all, but we still can't cross the river. Part 7, The Ship of Skulls. Moksha smiled. That is why I am here. He took the red gourd Guanyin gave him.
He took the necklace of 9 skulls from Sandy's neck. He placed the skulls in the water in a square formation. Then he placed the gourd in the center. Use magic, Moksha commanded.
Instantly, the skulls expanded. They turned into a sturdy, magical ship. The gourd became the cabin. It floats! Pigsy clapped his hands. Goose feathers sink, but skulls float.
Sanzang stepped onto the strange boat. Wukong led the horse. Pigsy and Sandy carried the luggage. The boat moved swiftly across the 800-mile river. The waves calmed down to let them pass.
It felt like they were flying. In less than an hour, they reached the western bank. Part 8, The Fellowship Complete. They stepped onto dry land. As soon as Sanzang was safe, the boat of skulls dissolved.
The skulls turned into 9 streaks of white light and flew away to the western heaven. The souls of the 9 monks were finally released. The team stood together on the cliff, looking west.
Tang Sanzang, the master, represents the human spirit, willpower. Sun Wukong, monkey, represents the mind, fast, uncontrollable. Zhu Bajie, Pigsy, represents the appetites, or body, lazy, hungry.
Sha Wu Jing, Sandy, represents the character, patience, steady, hardworking. The white dragon horse represents the will, energy. The team is complete, Wukong said, looking at his brothers.
We have the fire, the water, and the earth, Sandy bowed. I will carry the heavy luggage, Brother Pig. You can rest. Pigsy hugged Sandy. I love this guy. He is my favorite brother. Sanzang smiled.
For the first time, he felt safe. Let us go, the master said. The road is long. They walked into the sunset. The easy part was over. The team was assembled. Now the 81 tribulations would truly begin. And the first test was a test of the heart.